I've seen a lot of strange things out in Death Valley. Flying saucers, eyes glowing in the night, rock alignments made by ancient man, but nothing that compares to what we are about to witness today. That you wouldn't believe is out here in the desert. There's an ostrich running around in Death Valley. Alright guys, so we just saw one of the strangest things I think we've probably ever seen, let alone one of the strangest things we've ever seen in Death Valley. That is for sure. We saw an ostrich off of Greenwater Valley Road running north about 200 yards off the road, going about 30 miles an hour. I was having a hard time keeping up with it. It veered off into a canyon, and that's where we're going because we've got to investigate this. Why is there an ostrich? Why is there an ostrich running around Death Valley? There must be an ostrich farm. We gotta figure out how we're gonna get in there first of all. Somewhere within 50 miles. Maybe in Shoshone. I'm not sure. But that thing was going at quite the clip, and I'm sure someone's looking for their ostrich, unless this ostrich is one of the great legends of Death Valley. So I have no idea how this ostrich was even navigating this terrain. You can see how rocky, well, this is pretty sandy here. Let's see if we can identify some ostrich footprints. We're gonna need to be really quiet so as not to spook this creature, because from the looks of it, it was already very spooked because it was burning down that road. So here you go. These are probably the footprints. Looks like there's 3. I think ostriches have those 3, maybe one in the back. Ostriches are the only birds with just 2 toes on each foot, allowing them to reach up to 45 miles per hour. So I don't know how friendly ostriches are. I'm gonna guess when they're scared, they can be dangerous. So we don't want to get attacked by an ostrich. Check out this wall. So my guess is that once the ostrich got into this canyon, it probably slowed down. It just didn't want to be seen by anyone. And all the cars are probably spooking it. Only problem is, it could potentially have run up to the side, maybe straight up this canyon. So this is very rocky terrain, but I imagine with those long legs and those wings, it's not quite as difficult for it to navigate as us. I don't know what this canyon is called. So if this is your ostrich, leave a message below and I'll try to give you a general idea of where we found this guy. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be publishing a video for a while, so this may be a good week after seeing this guy. That almost looks like a place an ostrich would want to bed down for the night. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot promise you that we're gonna find this creature because, one, you can see the terrain is really rough and we may get stopped by it. Luckily, it's nice and cool out, we got lots of water, and this is an easy trail to follow. The other question is, how far can ostriches run before they get tired? That's my question, because if they can run 10 miles, then it's very unlikely that this ostrich is going to be hanging out some random spot in this canyon. It's more likely they'll kept running, I don't know. My bigger concern though is whether this animal is dangerous, because I don't want to round the bend and have it like run up on us and attack us. That would be really bad. This would be a really good place to fly the drone up the canyon. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to fly drones in Death Valley. Still looking for the footprints. Pretty sure it went up this way. I don't think it would have gone out. These hills are pretty steep. Definitely not that side. So it probably kept going up this direction. And I'm guessing we're gonna see it resting. But we're gonna need to stop at some point and get a good vantage point. I think we should go that way. If you were an ostrich, which direction would you have gone? Would you have gone up the wash here? Or would you have gone over these rocks? I think I'd go over these rocks. The other question is, should we report this ostrich to the Park Service? My feeling is yes, but I think they would be on a wild ostrich chase if they came up here looking for it. The other question I have is, how long can an ostrich survive in this environment? I'm pretty sure ostriches are they native to Australia? I know they're native to like more harsh terrains Africa. Yeah, so I mean, they obviously need a water source, but I wonder if they can survive on whatever little food is out here. Are we dreaming this? This feels really weird. We were just about to get off the Greenwater Valley Road and air our tires back up and, I don't know, do whatever you do on a day in Death Valley. And all of a sudden, we see an ostrich. Of course, being us, we have to investigate. Unfortunately, it's really hard to see where this guy might even be. We need a better vantage point. See, I would think it would be pretty easy to spot an ostrich, because if it was resting, its big old head would be, you know, they got those like 3-foot long necks. I would imagine it'd be easy to see the neck. This guy went really far up here. He didn't just turn into the canyon and then stop. He turned into the canyon and kept going. I have no idea where though. Regardless of whether we find this guy, this is a remarkable place. Look around. I think we'll go up here on this little ledge and take a look around. This guy went really far. Where does an ostrich go, though? Where does it go? So you can see the canyon goes all the way back up there. Wow, check out this terrain. You could have easily scaled any of these mountains here. Okay. Gotta watch out for the snakers though. A lot of rocks here. So we're back down in the wash here because it looks like that route might be more difficult to walk. I'm having a hard time believing that this ostrich would have just kept running up this canyon. I mean, maybe it heard us and got spooked, but this seems really inconvenient. And so I'm wondering if it's possible that he got out of the canyon and up on the hillside. So I think what we want to do is try to get up here maybe. I think we can actually easily walk up there and we'll have a better view. So we're going to go up this hillside and see if we can get a good vantage. Hot, warming up. And what I'm hoping to see is the big guy just taking off like we saw before. That'd make it a lot easier to spot him than if he was lying asleep in the canyon. I love these rocks. I always gotta look for petroglyphs or rock alignments. Alice is back there cracking up because she can't believe we're currently hunting for an ostrich in Death Valley. Neither can I. I mean, I asked her, I was like, are we awake right now? Or are we just like imagining this? Because this feels like some weird alternate universe. Oh, this is going to be a great vantage point. Look at this. We're so high up. Do not see it. No idea where this guy's at. As I said though, I can't promise we're gonna find an ostrich out here in Death Valley. But I can promise you one thing, that this landscape is absolutely remarkable. It's almost like the ostrich is our spirit animal leading us to this spot. Don't you think? I think we'll be able to get a pretty good view of the wash. As you can see, if this ostrich ran up this wash, which is the original way it was taking, if it continued, it would have eventually gotten trapped in a canyon here. I don't think an ostrich is going to scale a 2,000-foot mountain. But boy, are those things athletic. Alice's job is to use the binoculars to see if she can spot it. I'm glad we have Strava working for us, because I don't remember how we got up here in the thrill of the chase. In my ideal adventure world, I'd walk down here and see it crouched, resting. But I don't see it. It kind of appears this canyon, more or less, this little canyon kind of comes to an end here. I'm just gonna go down here, take a look. This is really rough terrain, even for an ostrich. I wonder if I should like try to spook it. Oh, we got a lizard or something here. What kind of lizard is that? Looks like a horned toad. I don't know where it went. Out of that wash. It's really rocky. It's not in there. It must have gone up and kept going. I don't know. There's another kind of wash on the other side of this, but I can't explore every single wash here. Have to hope that it's gonna make itself known if we're gonna see it. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't, you know, that guy was going so fast he could be up and over the mountain already. So we're still looking, guys, but that guy was moving so fast. I think he might be long gone. We were thinking if we were up here that we could get a good vantage point, especially looking back down this way, and you'd see that neck, but I don't see anything. We saw it. Wow, we saw it. I don't even know where Greenwater Valley Road is. Somewhere after that turn, I believe. Somewhere over there.
That's right where that was.
Okay, folks. Sorry to break it to you, but I scanned all of the surrounding hills with those binoculars for quite some time. We walked in the wash until it got really rocky, and zero sign of our friend the ostrich. Maybe we'll just happen to see it on the way back down. So we were driving on Greenwater Valley Road last night, and we were coming back, and I thought I saw a burro on the side of the road.
Something yellow outside?
It turned out to be an ostrich. There was an ostrich running like 30 miles an hour down the road.
Where is it?
So Greenwater Valley Road is over here. Greenwater.
Have you done
It was
rangers before?
it was almost at the very end, and then turned up a little canyon, like right after. This is not specific enough. And we tried to hike up and follow it. I'm not joking with you.
No, I
This
don't.
is serious.
A few years ago, I'm not kidding too. On April Fool's, we had reports of an ostrich from visitors. And of course, a lot of staff here were like, haha, very funny, popular animal. It was a real ostrich. Because I forgot which area had one, but there's a few ostriches and they escaped.
As a junior,
And
I promise.
on April Fool's Day, they came to park. So
to protect
I've heard
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. But I heard recently of another report of an
and
ostrich
enjoy.
in the way to Pahrump. So
Okay.
High five.
Well, thank you very much. Of
course.
Appreciate it. After we made our way out of the visitor center, we went online to inquire more about this mysterious ostrich. A park report stated that 3 ostriches escaped from a farm in the Amargosa Valley back in June of 2025, while others claimed they were in the park as early as April of 2025. That would have required the ostriches to travel over 50 miles across state lines in this barren and unforgiving landscape. Those reports also indicated that all 3 ostriches had been caught. That left us wondering, where did this one come from? Did anyone know anything about it? And for how long could it survive? I later found this Facebook page for United Ostrich Farm, but upon clicking, the link was dead. Other reports stated that when the alleged rancher was called to reunite with his ostrich, he denied any knowledge of the creatures and abruptly hung up the phone. We may never solve the mystery of Death Valley's lost ostrich, but he will surely go down as one of Death Valley's greatest legends.